Welcome to House of Phoenix. I am Kathryn Budig, and for today's practice, there are no necessary props, but as always, if you like to have blocks or straps or bolsters or what have all of your favorite props nearby. Just make yourself comfortable. And we are going to play with arm balances today, but we are incorporating them through the lens of sun salutations. So depending on how you feel about arm balances, how your body is today, you might just stick to the arm balances, to the sun salutations and the core work, or maybe you start to lean into it, toy, play. This is a pick your own adventure kind of experience. So all I'm saying is have fun. Arm balances are here to make us laugh and we fall and all that good stuff. So let's adventure together, shall we? Please come into a comfortable seat. Sukhasana. You want to prop yourself up on bolster blocks, anything like that, you can go ahead and do that. And just for a moment, close your eyes, sit nice and tall, feel your hips push down into the ground. And any movement you want, you can move your shoulders around. Oh, in fact, as we start to breathe, so we're breathing now in and out through the nose, Ujjayi breath. I want you to trickle your right fingertips over to the side. Put a little bend in that right elbow, maybe even drop it down to the ground, and take the left arm up, rotate the palm in, and side bend. You can stay like this. You can place the hand behind your head and lean your skull back into your palm. Relax through the base of your neck. And then push that up. Take the left hand behind you, right hand to the outside of your left thigh. Push down, anchor your hips. Don't let them twist. Just twist through your chest. Slippery floor. So heart up, shoulders back, base of the neck soft. And then take that right hand, grab the outer part of your thigh. Left arm crosses over the right. Try to grab the other side of the thigh, or you can just bend the elbows like that. And then tuck your chin around your back. And tilt your tailbone forward here is fine. And come back up. All right, left fingertips, take it over to the side. So you can put your hand on a block or forearm on a block, maybe a little bend, maybe all the way down. If your right hip can stay anchored, right arm up. Ooh la la. Rotate the palm in and extend. Woo! I was supposed to teach this live last week, but I tweaked one of my intercostal muscles on this side. So I'm doing a little more warm up for this practice to give you the space we need. And then push that up. Let's twist. Right hand goes behind you. Left hand to the outside of you. Right there. Push down. Twist. Yay, Natasha. So don't let that left hip roll forward. Pull your left sits bone back a little bit. Feel that difference. And then push into the left hand so you can spin the ribs. And then cross it. Right arm. Boom. Over left. And around. I forgot to do this on the other side. Let's go into eagle arms. So just take them up. You can always do arms parallel. Tuck that right elbow into the left. Left hand maybe goes into the right palm. Elbows up. Push the pinky edge away from you. Soften through the base of the neck. And then switch right underneath left. Base of the neck down. Elbows up. Pinky edges of the arms forward. Nice. And then release that. All right, let's stand up. Okay, come on up to the front of the mat. Move around as much as you need to again. And let's join the feet together at the front of the mat. If you like to do hip width apart, totally fine. You can go there. But join the palms together in front of your heart space. Lift your heart, bow your gaze. And before we start to warm up our body standing, just take a moment and remember why you're here. Remember why you choose to do this practice, why you choose to be part of the house, how this changes your mind, your thought process. And this is just a beautiful time to set intention for not only the practice, but for the rest of the day. So how do you react? And these reactions within your yoga mat, how can this bleed off of your mat into the reactions you have, interactions you have throughout the day? So go on, set it here. Take a big inhale. And then offer it through your mouth. Good. Drop your arms. open your eyes. Just do a half sun salutation. So inhale, reach the arms all the way up, grab your left wrist, give me a little side bend, keep the tailbone heavy, opening up all those left ribs, and then come on up. Grab your right wrist, side bend over to the left. You can always look up underneath the arm, and then inhale, up, exhale, fold forward over the legs. And if it feels like it's too much to get to the ground, put your hands on your shin bones, knees can be a little bent. And then inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. Come on up, inhale. And pull the thumbs into your hearts. Again, like that. Inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gaze forward. Back over your legs, exhale. Come on up, inhale. Hands into your heart. Again, reach, inhale. Exhale, let's start to add some lunges. Inhale, take your gaze forward. Keep your right foot where it is. Send your left foot back. Drop the knee down onto the ground. And let's come up into a lunge. Nice and long here. And then reach your arms up. You can keep them shoulder width apart. You can take them wider if that feels better. I really like to grab my forearms or my elbows. And then lift up through the frontal hip bones. Sink down through the hips. Gently pull back through the elbows. So we're getting shoulder opener. We're getting psoas, front body release. Woo-wee. Maybe close the eyes. Maybe put your head back in your pillow. I got my space buns or bumping into my arms. Space buns are a good way to improve your mood, right? Back bends and space buns. Then take your hands down onto the mat. Curl the back toes under. Straighten that leg. So we're just here in our lizard for a moment. Do a little rocking back and forth on the ball of the foot. Say hello to your psoas again. And then left foot steps front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Keep on up. Inhale. And arms release. Good. Again, reach it up. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Inhale, gaze forward. Left foot stays at the front of the mat. Right leg goes back. Drop the knee. Make sure front foot and back knee are hip width apart. And then up we come into our lunge. Okay. So arms up, wide shoulder width. Or again, grab those forearms, grab those elbows. And then lift your frontal hip bones up. So you're lifting the bowl of your pelvis, bending deeper into your left knee. And then leaning your head back. Oh yeah. Lift your heart up. Woo. Use that breath, slow it down. Be here in the sensation. Whoa, if you close your eyes, sometimes you fall. And then take your fingertips down onto the mat. Curl the right toes under, straighten that leg. And pull your chest forward. Do that little bob and weave on the ball of the back foot. Some days this feels tight, sometimes this feels good. The body is a mystery. All right, front of the mat, step it, inhale. Exhale, fold. Come on up, inhale. And then pull it into your heart. All right, let's go into full Surya Namaskara A, sun salutation A. Reach, inhale. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, take your gaze forward. Just step back into plank. If you want to drop onto knees and plank, you can do that. Hold for a few breaths here. So we're feeling that weight on the wrists, pushing down into the heels of the hands. And you get the frontal hip bones curl up towards the base of your ribs. Then take your eyeballs forward, chaturanga. Exhale, bend the elbows halfway. Cobra or upward facing dog, hold this. So we're stretching that front body. If you're an up dog, let those hips get nice and heavy. Everybody shoulder heads back. Sternum bone up. Active legs. Downward facing dog. Curl over the toes. Let's take 5 full breaths. So down dog can look like child's pose, if you would like to be there. Down dog can be where you take your feet all the way to the edges of the mat so you get more release into your hamstrings. I mean, the key to this is just adjusting to what your body needs. You never know. Every day is going to be so different. Then look forward, step or float to meet your hands. Inhale. Fold over your legs. Exhale. Come on up. Inhale. And bring it back in. Again, reach. Inhale. Exhale. Fold. Inhale, gaze forward. You can step back and lower, or if you want to, plant your hands, jump, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. And 5 full breaths. Downward facing dog, peel it back. And spread your toes, spread them. Maybe even, can you pick them up a little bit? Hello, toes. And then use that to put more energy stretching your heels back away from your toes. Neck check. Jowl check. Good. And then gaze forward, step or float, front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Up we go. Inhale. And bring it in. Good. One more like this. Inhale, reach. Invite that heat into your body. Exhale. Inhale. Step or jump back. Chaturanga. Exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog. Inhale. And peel it back. Downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. So, sun salutations, if you've done yoga for a while, we've done a lot of these, it's just a great way to check in and see where you are. Use this as a radar, a monitor, to see what's happening. Where do I need more? Where do I need less? How can I feel better by making modifications to take care of myself? Step or float, front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, fold. All the way up. Inhale. And then pull the thumbs into your heart. All right, we start to crank it up a little bit. Give me a chair pose. Utkatasana. Bend those knees. Chair pose. Sink the weight into the heels. Shin bones back. Arms can be parallel to the ground. They can be in line with your ears. Some of you might even want to bring the palms together if you're going for that big, big shoulder opener. Or guess what? Boop, 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 boop. You can do your little space bun and grab your forearms here if you want more of a chest opener. But from here, we're going to go to boat. So lean your torso forward, bend deeper, separate your knees, bump, and then put your booty on the ground, okay? Once your booty is on the ground, the core work begins. So grab your hamstring, plural, and float your feet up off the ground. And lift those shins so they are parallel. So we're not going for a full boat. What I want you to do today is take your hands to the pinky edges of your feet and grab them. So we've got this little balance here, and this might be the work you just hang out like this today, okay? Or you start to bend your elbows over your shin bones and see that? I'm sucking my knees back into my armpits as much as I can. So it's this deep contraction, deep flexion, because that's what we need to do, Bakasana, crow pose. And from here, see if you can take your hands forward, flex them. And here we are, we're in this little upright Bakasana, crow pose. And I'm taking my knees and I'm squeezing them around my arms. Squeeze, 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 squeeze. Good, half boat, release. So you're hovering, legs stick out. Shoulder blades float across above the mat. And then arms go straight up, flex. And bend both of your knees. Try to get them all the way to your armpits. And then extend them out. Inhale. Exhale, knees to the back of the arms. Inhale. Try to get them away from your elbows. Exhale, get them closer to your armpits. Inhale, if this is too much in your head, you can always put your head down. You'll still get the core work. Exhale. And one more time. Inhale. And exhale. Yeah. Good. Half boat, regular. Full boat. Come on up. And then cross the ankles, step back, shoot it back. Take a vinyasa. Stretch your tummy and peel it back into downward facing dog. All right, so right leg up into the air, open and bend. So lots of contraction, lots of flexion and hip flexors. So any opportunity we get to kind of stretch it out, keep the front body nice and long. Then straighten, square it off. And I want you to take your right knee to the back of your right arm, shoulders or wrists. And hold here, push into the ground, round your upper back. Hold 5, 4, 3, 2, right foot to right thumb, 1. Warrior 1, spin the back heel flat. Come on up. All right, arms shoulder width apart, or I'm just gonna call it the space bun position. Grab your forearms. So take your right foot over to the right a little bit more. This will help get space in your pelvis. Push deeply into the pinky edge of your back foot. Frontal hip bones lift. Lunge into that front knee. And then hands to the ground. Slide back plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Left leg up into the air. Open, bend, and stretch. Oh, yeah. Breathe into that front body. And then straighten the legs, square the hips, shoulders over wrists, left knee to as far up your arm as you can get, and hold here. Round your upper back. Heel nice and tight towards your tushy. 3, 2, 1. Step it to your left thumb. Back foot flat, a little bit wider than hip width apart. And then come on up, warrior 1, Virabhadrasana. So sink into that front leg. Find the arm variation that suits you today. Push into the pinky edge of your back foot. You feel how it goes to the big toe edge? Push into the pinky edge. There's your inner thigh. Hello, groin. Yep, that's what's up. And then hands to the ground. Slide back, plank, inhale. Chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Take a few breaths. If you need to rest, just drop down and rest. Release into your neck. Try to get your ears to line up with your biceps. I don't know why I said it like that. And then look forward. Step or float front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Bakasana, crow pose. So from here, I want you to come onto a toe stand. So you're balancing on the balls of your feet. Separate your knees. Take yourself down to the inside of your thighs. So we're trying to get those knees as far up the outer edge of our arm as we can. And if you want to hop back a little bit, go for it. So snuggle those knees up just like we did in the boat pose variation. And then lift your booty up. Hands are shoulder width apart. Lean forward until your elbows stack directly over the heels of the hands. So you have to hug them to the midline so they don't splay. Then gaze slightly forward. Lift one foot off the ground. Dig into the pads of the fingers. Start to pick that second foot off the ground. Maybe it's just 1 foot at a time today. Maybe you just stay in that malasana variation. 3, 2, 1. Toes to the ground. Butt to the ground. Navasana. We back. Okay, so here we are, boat pose. Grab the outer edges. Bend your elbows over your shin bones. There it is, that suction. Pull those thighs in. So tight. Itty bitty 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 bitty. And you can hold or release the feet. Squeeze your thighs like crazy around your triceps. Round your upper back. Spread those toes. Good. And then from here, push into your feet. Go back, chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Right leg up into the air. Open the hips, bend the knee. Straighten the legs, square it off. Knee to the back of the arm, nice and high. Step it to your thumb. Spin the back foot flat. Warrior 1, come on up. Maybe look up, join the palms. Hands to the mat, slide back plank. Chaturanga, exhale. Cobra or upward facing dog. Feel free to skip this if you don't need the extra fire. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Open the hip, bend and stretch. Straighten the legs, square it off. Knee towards your armpit. Step it to the thumb. Warrior 1. Inhale, come on up. And then hands go back down to the mat. Slide back plank. Chaturanga. Cobra or upward facing dog. And downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths. If you lost your breath, drop down. Take a comfortable seat or child's pose. Building the fire today, playing around. And then front of the mat, step or float. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose. Good. Press to stand. All right, let's take one more crow pose, shall we? One more bakasana. So, bend into chair. Come all the way into toe stand. Separate the knees. Drop your torso and your arms down. So this is going to be where a lot of us are going to stay today, is just breathe here. You're working on building that mobility to get into crow pose, okay? Lots of flexion. Or one knee, hike it up like it's a little backpack strap. And then right knee, get it up there. So the butt lifts And then hands are shoulder width, lean forward. I need to have my elbows over the wrists. Don't look at your toes, it'll pull you to a headstand, look slightly forward. One foot up, squeeze those elbows in. Maybe second foot up, squeeze those elbows in. Some of you maybe start to work towards straight arms. Navasana, feet down, booty down. We back. All right, so boat pose, and then lower half boat. Now take your right leg up into the air. If you need a kickstand today, bend your left knee and put that foot down. Take your right arm to the inside of your right leg. So take those hands and reach them at a 45-degree angle away from your lifted leg. Now, take that right thigh and try to kiss right above your elbow. That's it. Left leg, you can swing it out a little bit. You can swing it in, just back and forth. This is Ekapada Koundinyasana 2. Little flying splits. Good half boat. Full boat. Whoop. Cross your ankles, hug yourself. Sit up nice and tall. Contemplate life. Because we have to do the other side. Okay, boat pose. And half boat pose. All right, left leg, whoop, up. Feel free to add that kickstand, okay? Left arm to the inside of the left thigh. Flex like your hands are on the ground. And then take that left thigh, and I want you to, as you lean over to the right, try to pull that thigh above the elbow. Woo, yeah. Feel that deep in the belly. Okay, and you can swing that right leg back and forth. Spread your toes. You're reaching through the arms, you're hugging, you're adducting into the midline of your body. Half boat, full boat. Cross your ankles, vinyasa, step back, jump back. Maybe take an extra breath in your up dog. Stretch out your tummy. Oh yeah. And downward facing dog. Another stretch, right leg up. Open the hip, bend the knee. Straighten the leg, square it off. Right knee to the back of the right arm. Try to go for that armpit. Step it to the thumb. Spin the back foot flat. Warrior one, come on up. And then hands go down to the inside of the foot. Pivot to the ball of the back foot, lizard pose. So you can just breathe here. This might be it. Some of you, maybe forearms come down to the ground. If you have blocks, you could also put your forearms onto blocks if you want to. Some of you maybe start to work on the backpack. So right hand grabs your calf, toe heel your right foot to the midline, and you're trying to snuggle that shoulder behind your calf muscle. So we're prepping, we're not arm balancing yet. Peel the left heel back, keep the gaze forward. Good. And then release that work. Go back to dog or vinyasa if you like a vinyasa. Left leg up. Open the hip, bend the knees, stretch. Straighten the leg, square it off. Knee to the back of the arm, shoulders over wrists. Step it forward. Warrior one. Inhale brings you upright. Lizard, hands come down to the inside of the leg. Pivot to the ball of the back foot. So again, you can stay right here. This is all gonna make you a better arm balancer. Even if you're not in an arm balance, there's lots of stuff you have to learn to be able to arm balance, yeah? Okay, maybe forearms down. Chest forward, eyes forward. Right heel peels back. Maybe you start to put that backpack on. Left hand grabs the calf, toe heel that left foot in a little bit. Snuggle it. Holding on to it, and you're leaning your body into that calf muscle as you peel the right heel back. Good, and then release, downward facing dog or vinyasa. And bring it back, downward facing dog. All right, let's put that all together. Look at your hands, step or flip. Inhale, exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend your knees, sink your hips, and press to stand. Again, chair pose, inhale. Your choice, go down into malasana or right into bakasana. Separate the knees, come into crow pose, elbows over the wrists, one foot up, second foot up, and then chair pose into boat pose. Booty down. Navasana, boat. Ardha Navasana, hover. Right leg up, right arm to the inside. Push on that diagonal through the arms. Hug that right thigh back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Half boat, full boat. Whee! Half boat. Left leg up. Bam. Left arm to the inside. Reach on that diagonal towards the right. Left thigh. Try to pull it above your elbow. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Half boat, full boat. Cross the ankles, vinyasa or dog. Move through. Peel it back. Right leg lifts. Open the hip, bend the knee. Stretch. Straighten the leg, square it off. Knee to the back of the arm. Boom. Step it to the thumb. Warrior 1 brings you upright. Inhale. Good. Exhale, hands come down. Now, your choice. Repeat what we did on the first side, any of that lizard work, or grab your right calf with your right hand. Try to snuggle that calf over your shoulder. Then take the hands down, shoulder width apart. Right hand is off the mat. Look forward. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Toe heel that foot forward. Now I want you to give me chaturanga arms and try to straighten that right leg. Maybe pick the back leg up. Dig into your fingers, look forward, pull your heart forward. It's not a lift, it's an extension. If you have room, shoot it back. If you're gonna knock something out, don't. Vinyasa or downward facing dog. Left leg up. Open, bend, and stretch. Straighten it out, knee to the back of the arm. Warrior 1, left foot, left thumb, come on up. Inhale. Good, hands to the mat, lizard pose. So you're taking the hands to the inside. So especially in a pose that's so low to the ground, you're not lifting up, you lean into it. So dig into your fingers, lean your heart forward. Put on your backpack, snuggle that left shoulder behind the calf. Hands come down, shoulder width, look forward, okay? Squeeze that thigh around your arm. Toe heel the foot forward. Now give me chaturanga as you lift that foot off the ground. Maybe lean into it so much. Both my legs are engaged, heart forward, gaze forward. And then shoot it back, step it back. Vinyasa, your choice. You need to take a moment. Shake out your wrists, shake out your wrists. Okay, and then from downward facing dog, step or float, front of the mat. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Chair pose, bend your knees, sink your hips. And press to stand. All right, take a moment, catch your breath. And remember, how you react to these poses is directly affected to how you react to things off of the mat. So like if you find out you're like, wow, I'm being an asshole to myself, check yourself. Okay? Play, explore, we're learning. Like just space buns, be like space buns. Chair pose, bend your knees, sink your hips. Sink, 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 sink. Spread your knees, toe stand into booty to the ground, and we go back into Navasana, boat pose. So grab those hammies, and here we are. Okay, so big toes and inner heels touch. Left hand, interlace it with your right hand. So my arms are to the outside of my right thigh, and twist here. Okay, maybe hands shoulder width apart, flex. Okay, and then I'm gonna draw, especially this right knee, as close to my left armpit as I can. There it is. Here's our Parsva Bakasana side crow. And then regular boat. Twist. Right hand comes over to clap the left. Okay. You can stay like this or flex through the hands. And then this left knee flexion. Yep. Suck it. Try to get it to touch your elbow. Maybe right above your elbow. My abs are on fire. Woo. Regular boat. Half boat. Up, boat, cross the ankles, step it back, shoot it back, vinyasa. Woo! Stretch. And downward facing dog, right leg lifts. Open the hip, bend the knee. Straighten the legs square, knee to the back of the arm. Step it to your thumb, warrior 1. Inhale, come on up. Good, and then hands to your heart. Pivot to the ball of your back foot. So now we're in crescent and twist. So you're gonna take that left elbow, cross it over, namaste hands, push to twist. So hug your right hip into the midline, stretch your left heel back, inner thighs are guillotine. Okay, soften through the base of the neck, maybe look over your right elbow. You can always put the back knee down if that feels better in your body today. Breathe. If you want to wrap this or you have a deeper twist, go for it. 3, 2, come on up, crescent pose. Woo. And hands to the mat. Slide back plank. Vinyasa. Don't worry, the arm balance is coming. Left leg up, open the hip, bend the knee. And if you're just like, I want lots of arm balances, left foot, left thumb, as you, bam, touch that arm, warrior one, add them in, right? I don't own you. I am just here to give you guidance. Pivot to the ball of the back foot. Okay, hips are square, and we twist, right elbow, left thigh, push. Namaste, hands, palms together. Stretch the right heel back, or if you want to, place the knee down onto the ground. And just spin it open, maybe gaze over that elbow. Find your breath. Hug that, whoa, whoa, whoa. Hug that left hip in. 3, 2, come back up, crescent. Good, vinyasa, or downward facing dog. Bring it all the way back. Take a few breaths here. You can rest in child's pose if you don't want to be in dog. Find your breathing. Soften your eyes, soften your face. And then we transfer front of the mat, step or jump. Inhale. Exhale, fold. Come on up. And hands to your heart. All right. Parsva Bakasana. Side crow. All right, so I'm just going to do this so you can see me a little bit better. Come into your chair pose, sink down, and then go all the way down into your toe stand. So I'm balancing on the balls of the feet. And from here, left elbow, so basically what we just did, remember? This is us in our boat pose, but we're on our toes. You can just work like this, sitting nice and tall, twisting, maybe leaning, trying to get the elbow to touch, maybe the tricep. If you can get the tricep above your elbow on your thigh, you can use it, kind of push your elbow into your thigh to twist yourself even deeper over to the right. Your hands are at a diagonal, shoulder width apart. Try to keep those knees stacked, then look forward, bend your elbows. Remember, they have to stack over your wrists, and then it's a sweep. Lift your feet up in line with your knees. So again, it's not a pickup, it's a sweep. And if you want to, you can put your right hip on your right elbow, and then set that down. Good, and come back up. All right, second side, Parsva Bakasana, side crow. So toe stand, you can just work on twisting through your torso. Breathe like this. Maybe leaning, so you can get the elbow to touch today. Maybe push that tricep in, get it closer up towards your armpit. These are great. Work this, breathe, or hands on the diagonal. You're going to twist a little less if you're using that extra elbow. You can put your left hip on your left elbow. Lean forward, elbows bend, chaturanga arms, and then sweep. Keep your gaze slightly forward. Spread those toes, round your upper back. Hug your elbows into the midline. Nice, feet down. Good. Press to stand. Samastitihi. Good, take a breather. Woo. Chair pose, Utkatasana. All the way down, boat pose. Last little round, my friends, okay? Navasana, Ardha, half boat, right leg up. Remember, kickstand if you want to with that left leg, okay? This time, left arm goes to the outside of the thigh, reach at the same diagonal, and then again, try to take your outer right thigh this time towards that left elbow. So this is Ekapada Koundinyasana 1, the twisted variation. Maybe swing that bottom leg around a little bit, little extra core work. Good. Half boat, full boat, half boat. Okay, left leg up, kickstand if you want to. Right arm to the outside, flex those hands. Hold here, reach like you're trying to push something away from you. And then the left leg, feet. Try to get it to touch your elbow or somewhere close. Maybe use that bottom leg around a little bit. Woo! Feeling that heat. Yeah. Half boat. Full boat. Hola. Vinyasa. Get out of there. Whew. Nice, y'all. We're getting there. Right leg lifts. Open, bend, and stretch. Straighten it off. Knee to opposite arm, bam. And then step it to your right thumb. Crescent pose, come on up. All right, so your choice. Left elbow, do this at a little bit of an angle if that helps. Left elbow, take it into the twist. You can do the same exact thing that we did on the other side. Or get that armpit as close as you can to the thigh. Place your left fingertips down to the ground, and you're going to lean until your right hand falls down. Then from here, lean forward, drag that left foot in to pick the legs up, koundinyasana. Bend through the elbows, gaze forward, spread through the toes, and then you can step it back into your dog. Vinyasa if you want it, rest if you want it. Let's do the second side, left leg up, open, bend, and stretch. Straighten the legs square, opposite elbow, and then step it to your left thumb. Crescent pose. Come on up, okay? And then we twist, right elbow, left thigh. And just twist. If you keep working, a lot of the twisted arm balances, if you struggle with them, it just means we need more twisting mobility, right? So just keep working on your twists. If you're pretty deep in your twist and you're feeling warm, lean into those right fingertips, bend the back knee a little bit, trying to stay on camera, okay? And then take the left hand down, shoulder width apart, wiggle the left foot over to the right a bit, lean forward, bend, until you can sweep those legs up, full chaturanga arms, gaze is forward. And then step it back, downward facing dog, vinyasa, if you need another vinyasa. And then once you get back to your dog, child's pose, rest. If child's pose is not comfortable for you, sukhasana, just whatever position you like to take a break in. Child's pose, arms can be forward, or you can tuck them next to your hips. Find your breath. Close your eyes for a moment. And just have a moment of appreciation for this truly fascinating body. So delicate and yet so strong. So delicate and so strong. Yin and yang. Sun and moon. But more than anything, after any attempt, failed or successful, just thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Cool. All right, meet me on your backs. Stretch it out a little bit. Woo! Let's take a bridge pose so we can stretch out all that flexion in our hip flexors. So if you have a block nearby and you want supported bridge, go for it. Otherwise, tuck your elbows in next to your ribs. I like to make little fists and then push into the elbows so you can get those hips to come up. Oh, a little lift of the chin. Knees in line with the hips. Bridge pose. Feel those hamstrings fire up. A few more breaths like this. If you're in bridge, you can take a medium or high height. You can stay there, or if you're in regular bridge, bring the hips down. And then yogi's choice, you can repeat bridge. You can stay in supported bridge. If you feel like, you know what, I really want to urdhva, dhanurasana, upward facing bow, go ahead and reverse those hands. Shoulder width apart. I personally like to spin my hands out a little bit, give myself more room in my shoulders. Feet are hip width. Push into your heels, start to bridge your hips, and then push into the heels of the hands. Come to the crown of the head, adjust your hands if you need to, and then push into your hands to lift the head up and just shake it out. Relax your head. Shin bones push back. Maybe you walk it in a little bit. Maybe even come up onto the balls of the feet if that feels good. Make some space. Any variations. Shin bones back, opening the heart, opening the chest. Squeeze those biceps in, triceps in. Tuck the chin, come down, bridge, come down. Supported bridge, bend one knee at a time, feet to the mat. Then pop up onto the balls of the feet to come up. Then remove your block. Bring the feet to the edges of the mat, window wipers, knees drop to the right. And up and to the left. And up, and just keep going side to side, thanking your hip flexors today. So much contraction in our balances. Thanking this beautiful belly. I even wore a sports bra today, which y'all know that is not normally my thing. I'm like, go on, belly. Do your thing, girl. That's right. Knees drop all the way to the right. Pinky edge of the right foot. Put it on the outer strip of your left thigh. Make it nice and heavy. Stretch out that IT band. Give me some cactus arms. Accomplishment. You did it. Right? If you're still here, just, pat yourself like a dog. Good girl, get a cookie. Release that. Right foot to the right edge of the mat, knees go up. Window wiper them all the way to the left. Pinky edge of the left foot, pick that up. Put it on the outer strip of your right thigh. Let both legs be heavy. Excuse me. Tailbone reaches. Slow down your breath. Good. And then release that. Both knees go up. Extend the legs out in front of you. Interlace your fingers. Flip your palms overhead and just give me a massive stretch. Wiggle through your hips. Push through the hands. Good. Bend both of your knees. Grab them. Hug them into your chest. Stretch out your lower back. Soften your shoulders. And any twist you like, you can do simple, just a little shift of the hips to the left. Let the knees fall over to the right. Maybe one knee at a time. Maybe you like to cross the thighs. But keep that left shoulder melting down. And then lift up. Scoot the hips over to the right first. Knees stack. Hug them in and drop them over to the left. You can always grab hold of the opposite edge of your mat with your thumb and your index. This will give you a little traction. If you want that extra stretch through the side. Beautiful. Take an inhale. Exhale, come up. And then let's set up for some rest, shall we? So legs nice and wide. Arms nice and wide. Moving into a shavasana here. Get a little lift of your shoulders and chest, snuggle them down your back. If you have anything to cover your eyes, or if you like to use a blanket, something yummy like that, grab that. But please stay with me if you have the time. Let's breathe together. Push all the air out. And stemming all the way from the base of your belly, begin to inhale, fill up your tummy, ribs, chest, hold, release through your ribs, chest, belly, hold, inhale belly, ribs, chest, hold, release the chest, ribs, belly, hold, full inhale, out through your mouth. And moving into a moment of silence in our day. No matter what is going on around you, give this moment to yourself. Shavasana. Simply exist in this moment. Take rest. Make your next breath deeper. Begin to move your wrists and fingers, your ankles and toes. And then stretch long through your body. Bend both of your knees. And make your way up into a comfortable seat. You can roll up or roll over onto your side first. Joining the hands together in front of your heart space, bowing your gaze down, return to whatever intention you set for today's practice, that you may take it with you off of your mat and back into your day. So sealing that in with gratitude for this practice, for your body, for your intention, for our teachers, and for this house. Lips curl up into a smile. Take that with you. Lift your gaze, open your eyes. Thank you so much for practicing today. Love to see you all. Have a great one.